There are people around you right now who are afraid of you, and you have no idea. Most people miss the signs completely because fear doesn't always look like trembling hands or wide eyes. Sometimes it looks like a smile. Sometimes it looks like agreement. And by the end of this video, you will never unsee it again. 1. They agree with everything you say. Not because you're always right, because disagreeing feels dangerous. Watch for the person who mirrors your opinions a little too perfectly. They laugh when you laugh, they nod before you even finish your sentence. Psychologists call this fawning. It is a stress response, right up there with fight, flight, and freeze. The brain decides the safest move is to become whatever the other person wants. But here's what most people don't realize. It feels like loyalty. It feels like respect, and that is exactly why it is so hard to spot. The human truth is this: someone who never pushes back on you is not someone who admires you. They are someone who has decided you are not safe enough to be honest with, and that should bother you. 2. They avoid confrontation with you at all costs. They let things slide that would normally upset them. They say, "It's fine," with a voice that clearly means it is not fine. They would rather swallow resentment than risky reaction. Conflict avoidance around a specific person is one of the clearest indicators of perceived threat. Research on power dynamics shows that people suppress their real emotions around those they see as unpredictable or dominant. But here's the twist. You might think you were easygoing. You might think the relationship is smooth. Silence is not peace. Sometimes silence is survival. 3. Their body betrays them. They fidget. They touch their neck, their face, their arms. They shift their weight like they're ready to move. These are self-soothing behaviors. The nervous system is running a background calculation on danger, and the body is hedging its bets. Neuroscience calls this the limbic system overriding conscious thought. The person might be smiling at you, but their hands are telling a completely different story. Most people only read faces. Start reading hands. That is where the truth leaks out. 4. They overshare. This one surprises people. When someone fears you, they sometimes flood you with information. They over-explain, they justify, they give you 3 reasons when you only asked 1 question. This is appeasement behavior. It's the verbal version of a dog rolling onto its back. They are trying to prove they are not a threat to you because some part of them believes you might be a threat to them. But here's what most people don't realize. It is not openness. It is armor disguised as vulnerability. And hey, if this is making you rethink how people act around you, hit subscribe. We decode human behavior like this every week. 5. They walk on eggshells. They carefully choose their words. They rehearse sentences before they say them. They gauge your mood before they speak. You can feel it if you pay attention. There's a slight delay, a calculation behind their eyes. Stanford research on psychological safety shows that people in fear states spend more cognitive energy managing the relationship than actually communicating. They're not talking to you, they're managing you. And the worst part is, you might have mistaken their careful behavior for politeness. 6. The room changes when you walk in. Conversations stop, energy shifts, laughter fades just slightly. This is the most telling sign of all because it is collective. One person fawning could be their personality, but when an entire room recalibrates because you showed up, that is data. Group behavioral shifts around a single individual are well documented in social psychology. The room is not being respectful, the room is being careful, and there's a massive difference.
Here is what all of this comes down to. Fear and respect